Hello, I'm Czardus, and let's play City Skylines 2. Today we are going to be working on a big expansion to downtown, I think, because we are now a tiny town, and that means we have unlocked mixed housing. Now, we also got another grant, so we are getting to the point where, we continue to get the grants, but at this point, we're starting to really want to get that budget in order, and we're getting more specialized industry, and that will help us get the budget better. And we want to start doing some things that we can get there. So we have, again, we got the grant. We got 5 more development points. So now we're up to 12. We have a lot that we could start to unlock things. And we have 7 more expansion permits, so we can get more map tiles as well. By the way, if you are looking to get this game, be sure to check out Instant Gaming, where you can get it at a discount. Currently 29% off as of the recording of this little segment of the video. But follow the link in the description below and the comment below, and it is an affiliate link, so you will also help support this channel and get a great deal in the process. So go ahead, go to Instant Gaming and enjoy the game. We got another increase to the loan limit. Like I said, we got mixed housing. We'll talk about that in a little bit. Vegetable farming, coal mining, communications, those are important. That will be another factor in the happiness. And in fact, they are already complaining about unreliable internet service. So we will work on that. And then we got some policies unlocked. We have the pre-release programs that can help prisoners get back into society and be less likely to commit crime again. Roadside parking fee, we can charge people to park on the street. Recycling, we can encourage people to recycle. Speed bumps, we can slow down the speed of people within a district. And energy consumption awareness, we can reduce the electricity consumption. So those are the things that we have unlocked. And for mixed housing, we're going to want to start upgrading in here. And we are getting some over here. Right now, I think I want to focus on filling out the rest of what we've already built with the row homes while we have the unemployment low. Yeah, 6%. We're going to go ahead and get more row homes in here. Go ahead and get one down there and come over this way. And that can go there. We did miss a square here, so we're going to take this one out. Actually, no, you can stay there. Get another small one there. So that'll fill that block in, and you can see the demand went down while we did that. All right, so that demand has filled up. So what we're going to do next, and it didn't quite line up the way I wanted it to, but that's okay. We're going to get more row housing in over here. Let them fill in, and then we'll go ahead and get these ones. And we want to get some back in here as well. See what comes in up there. All right, and that did it. We are now at 12% unemployment, so we're ready to add more jobs. But before we do that, I want to add some education, because I was just checking on our profitability, and our office profit is really low. And that is because you remember that we put a little bit of zoning over here. We have not enough employees for them. And that goes along with our clinic issue, where we don't have enough employees here either. We are missing the well-educated. And so last episode, we added the high school. This time, we're going to add a college. And to do that, we need to go to development, and we're going to go to education. And we're going to go ahead and use a point to unlock college. I'm not going to do any universities yet, but we will do college right now. And that will make them highly educated, I believe. Let's see. There is 2 different versions. There's college, and then so there is well-educated is college, and highly educated is university. And so over in here, looking at their jobs, they do need 1 highly educated, but most of what they need is well-educated right now. So we're not going to worry too much about highly educated yet. And the same thing with the clinic. The clinic needs 3 well-educated. So we are going to get a college, and I think I'm going to use the space in here. Some of what we have devoted as what will eventually be park or like open space. I want to get a college here so that the students can take advantage of the pedestrian area over in here, which, by the way, we'll also keep adding to now that we need some more jobs, and our profitability is best in commercial. It's not great in any of them, but this will extend this area a little bit and get some more jobs in the area. So anyway, now that we have college, we can come in, or college unlocked, we can come in and we're going to put it here. We're going to have to take out those pedestrian paths and build a new one, because I do want it here so that it's right by the crosswalk. Although, will it fit here? It will if we... Let's do a few things. One, we're going to take this path out. And then two, I'm going to show you something pretty cool here. We're going to take the college, we're going to turn off snapping. So now, you see, it's not snapping to the road. So we can come around this way and we can turn it around, make sure it's the right way. And I hope that's the right way. Let's double check. Let's turn snapping back on so we know that this way is the way we want, with the clock tower up high. Okay, so we want to put this in here, but I want it close to that crosswalk there, like over in here. We're still overlapping that path. So if we bring it this way ever so slightly, like that, we can fit it right in there. And hopefully the road will be in the right spot. Nope. We need a road over here for the parking lot. So what we're going to do is we'll just grab an alley here, and we're going to bring it straight here, and then they can come in, actually preferably right over here, like that. That will work. That will feed into that space and give us the college here. So now we have a college that is going to cost a lot of money, but yeah, that really hurt our budget. But we're going to get people that are highly educated, and that's really going to help with offices and even some of these. So they have well-educated openings, so it will make our commerce more profitable as well, as we get more people that are educated. So now they are pretty happy. It was just on the high green, but they are complaining right now, unreliable healthcare coverage. That's because the clinic is not fully operational because of the shortage of workers. And then high crime, that I think should go away as the patrols make their way around. We have sips out of sips patrolling, and we probably could use more, but I don't want to hurt the budget anymore. We're already pretty tight on that budget. And then the other thing is unreliable internet service. So we're going to come over to communications, and we have a couple of different things we can do right away. We can do the mailbox, and we're going to start with that. That is going to be postal service, which they're not really complaining about yet, so we're not going to do that one yet. Or we can do the telecom tower, which will give... Oh, that is not unlocked. So to get that, we have to come back over here, go to communications, and then telecom tower. It's going to be 4. No, I don't think we're going to bother with that. They're going to have to complain about their electricity for now. We're not going to deal with that yet, because it's going to cost us too much money, and I want to get that budget under control. It's getting better already, but we need to get more people in, and unemployment is still 10%, so we need more jobs. Let's go ahead and check profitability again. Commercial is where it's at. The offices are beginning to improve as we get more educated and stuff. But let's go ahead and get some more commerce in here in our pedestrian-friendly area. Which, by the way, I think over time, we're really going to want to build up residential around here. And in fact, I think one thing I'm going to do right now is come in and put some medium density housing over here. Actually, this would be a good spot for mixed housing. Let's go ahead and do that. Mixed zoning in here. So we can still have commercial right along this arterial road, but we are getting more people in over here. And of course, that dropped the demand right away. Over here, I wonder, we might be able to get a little bit of low rent housing in here. Let's just put one little thing of it over here. And that might work, it might not. But they are right next to the college, so it might be an okay spot. So adding all of that commercial has really lowered our unemployment rate. So that is really good. And now I think we are in a good spot that, I mean, we have some zoning going in there. I think we can come in down here and start to fill this in a bit more. Of course, we don't have a ton of medium densities demand at the moment. So we need to slowly add more in. We've got a spot here that we can go ahead and get those in real quick. And then I want to come in here and just get some shorter ones there, smaller. And then here, I wonder if I do this, what it's going to turn out like. But in general, what I'm doing right now is just getting what I can zoned. And then we can let it run for a little bit and see where we're at with unemployment. Okay, so I want to take some time now to talk about more of the plan. And I think I'm actually possibly ready to buy some tiles out here because I want to eventually have the industrial port here, which I want to get a rail line to that. So the rail is probably going to have to come along this way. This is the train line out here. So we're going to need to get the rail down there. But if we get the port down here and then get industry around in here, our air pollution is going to go in this direction, which will leave a lot of space out here for residential development and stuff like that. So that's kind of where I'm leaning. Now, the problem, you know, we unlocked coal, but with natural resources, we have, of course, space here that we can do our vegetable farming, but the only spot near us that could do ore is like right here. But I think eventually we can unlock or like get over here to do some of that mining. But for now, where I guess, no, this is stone, so it wasn't on any resource, so it'll go over there. Here we've got a traffic accident. Car ended up in the farm. It's not terrible. And then we had a little bit of a backup over in here. This is starting to become a busier spot as we're getting a lot of traffic coming in that way and making its way different directions and stuff. So that's why I'm kind of thinking also that we want to slowly move this industry out this way. So we don't have the unemployment for that yet. We're at 6%, but that is starting to creep up and we are getting a little bit more demand. So I'm going to fill in a little bit more zoning over here. Okay, so I got the zoning in, and now what I want to do is I'm going to go ahead and unlock some tiles down here, like I said. And I think we'll go ahead with 6 here, which is a pretty big amount for, I mean, we only have 15 total. But unlocking that now allows us to start getting the road layout in here. And what I want to do, first of all, is I'm going to plan where that rail is going to go. And part of the problem is I can't remember. So the harbor, when you expand it, the rail goes a certain way. So I think I need to go check and see which way it goes so that we can really plan where the harbor is going to go. So I will be right back. Okay, I have verified. It goes on the right of the harbor. So we can put it here and then the rail will come out this way. So like I said, I'm going to plan this. So we're going to use the gravel road and we're going to plan, let's get the contours on here. This is going to come out approximately here. We're going to bring this up. We can go up to about 2% grade. So what we'll do is we'll bring it like this, and then again, about 2%. This is good here. And then this is going to have to go this way, and we'll figure out the grading. At some point, that's quite a hill that it's going to have to go up. Although if it stays like that, it shouldn't be too bad. So we'll go ahead and just go like that. So that is where the rail line is going to go. And then we can figure out the road. So the road, we are going to go ahead and start actually building the roads in here. So I think we have a 4-lane road down here. That is going to be the feeder road for the whole industrial area. And I want the industry to really wrap around here a lot. So like this whole area and then feeding out this way too is all going to be industry. So what I want, first of all, this is going to come out 180 degrees and then work its way, whoops, meant to do a curve here. It's going to come out 180 degrees and work its way down. And this will then probably, actually, this one needs to come down this way then. And that's going to head down to the port. Then we're going to have one road that comes out this way and heads to downtown. And we will bring it right along like this. And try to get this to be kind of like 90 degrees going in there. So that feeds down this way. And by the way, we just now connected the highway down that way too. So that's good. And then this will also go out this way. And be a major road down here, and maybe like be a road that goes around the outside of the industrial area like that. Yeah, I think that will be the good part for the arterial. So again, this comes down and will feed the harbor. We're getting a little bit dark here. Oh, because it's nighttime. Yeah, it gets a little bit dark, even though we have day-night cycle turned off. But, and part of that is due to clouds. Like right now, we've got a cloud near where we are. But anyway, we are going to get some of that in there. And then we'll bring another bigger road down this way. That's a steep slope. That's not going to work. If we bring it this way, then it's a little bit better, and that can come down here and just kind of go through the heart of the industrial area. Okay, so that's good, and we have the demand now that we can come in. And actually, do we have industry profitability is only 40% still, so we don't want to do too much. And right now we're just going to focus on moving what we have over here. So first of all, we're going to get a little bit of, we're just going to kind of fill this in. And of course, this is going to be rail down here, so we can go ahead and just bring the road out like this and then curve back up here like that, and that can stay the way it is. So that should be good enough for moving what we have. Come in here and we'll take out this zoning, and then we're going to move it over into here so that we'll still have industry, but it is now in a different spot, and it can go along this road too. And that should be a good amount of industry for now. And then we can start expanding out this way. Now that we are kind of working around this pedestrian area, we want to get more housing over in here as well. So like I'm envisioning that this will be really high density, and then we'll have like townhomes in here, and then over this way we'll have a little bit more apartment buildings and maybe more townhomes as we get farther away from that. And of course, we're going to keep some of this grid in this way. Yeah, I think that is all going to be good. Okay, so our industry has filled in over here. We still have very high unemployment after having moved that, and I think some of these jobs have not quite filled in. Yeah, like this one, where was that? Here, 15 out of 22, they need well-educated. So, I mean, that is working because we now have a little bit of our city is well-educated. We're at 1.2%. So that's good. But we do need more jobs. So let's see what we need. We need commercial. So for commercial, what I want to do is we're going to come over here and we're going to get some more mixed housing in here. We'll go ahead and turn these into mixed housing along there, and then we'll go, and when we come back with more residential, we'll get some apartment buildings in there. But then I also want to come in and we're going to finish filling this pedestrian area out like that, and that should be all of it. Yeah, and it's not perfect. I mean, I'd like a little bit more to be like over here. Although what we could do is we could come in and we could get like a small plaza. Oh, that's too big. A small playground. Let's turn snapping back on and just put that there. And that just adds a little bit of leisure in the area. So that will help. And in the meantime, we are getting this planned out a little bit. We're getting more and more people, and that's good too. Now we're going to see some more of that fill in, and watching that unemployment, it's still very high. So we want to make sure that we're doing the right profitability. So, I mean, when you have unemployment, and I did a video on this, but if you have unemployment above 10%, then it's a great time to add more jobs. And then you want to look at profitability to make sure you're not adding competition where the companies can't really handle the competition. And right now, we want to continue adding commercial. And so they're coming in there. And we can come down here. We don't have too much space down here, but we can go ahead and we'll add a little bit more here. And I'm tempted to add more office, but we're not ready for that yet. We're at 13%. It's definitely commerce that we want to be adding. So we could bring more along this road too. Of course, we don't have a ton of customers down here yet, but that'll be fine. And then we'll get more along here as well. Don't want to zone too much though, because you want to wait until it fills in and double check your profitability as you're doing that, and your unemployment. Unemployment is still in a good spot for adding jobs. And our industry should be fine over here. Now they have good access to the highway. And of course, they can get downtown pretty easily. So that, I think, is a good location. And that will also help lower some of the pollution that we have. We don't have any there. We do have some ground pollution there that needs to be cleared up. And then once it is cleared up, we should be able to get people in there. Yeah, nobody wants to live there right now because of the ground pollution, but it should get cleared up. There's a fire. Somebody died in that fire too. That's too bad. Our college is doing well. We have 375 people there. That is very good. Average time to graduation is 12 months. So after about a year, we will have some big boost to what we've got. What is this one? Burned down. Oh my goodness. So do they rebuild a farm? I don't know. I'm not sure what will happen here. We'll have to wait. Fire was not put out and only ash remains. Somebody just drove out here. Police car, they inspected it, I guess. Not sure what will happen next. I mean, there's nothing for me to click to rebuild it. I don't want to have to redo the area stuff, so I'm going to wait to see what happens there. But let's also check. Unemployment has come back down to about 12, so that's good. And we're waiting for the demand to fill in our mixed housing here. But that will make the commercial a little bit more profitable as well. Yeah, I mean, commerce is holding up just fine, 58%. We really want the office to get more profitable. Our budget is holding up now. We're down to about $1,500 a month deficit. So we've seen an increase in our tax base, and that's pretty much where it comes from. We're spending a lot on the surface trade, but that's because we don't have a power plant yet. But now that we have our permanent industry area, I think what we're going to do pretty soon is build our own power plant. And we'll probably talk about that in the next episode. But for now, I'm pretty happy with how things have been going here. 12%, I'm really anxious for that demand to come back in there. Do we still have zoning that needs to fill in over here? No, that is all filled in. So also, if you go to commercial zones. We should, oh yeah, the townhomes don't generate a ton of people, but you can see that having the mixed zoning in here is we've got a lot of customers over in here, which is good. We want a lot in Pinewood Crossing because we've got a lot of employees. We have some residents, which I don't know where they're fitting. Probably right here in the low density. We do have a little bit here, and they seem to be doing okay there. So that seems to be an okay spot for them. And we are still so early in the game. I was just checking traffic, and traffic is doing really great. I mean, we've got some spots that are heating up a little bit, but overall the flow is very good, and I'm not too concerned about traffic. At 5,000 people, that shouldn't be too much of a concern, but pretty soon we will get another boost of people as we build up in here and continue to go there. I like that Downtown West is starting to build up, and actually we do need to adjust the district stuff there, but we have now reached Boomtown, so that's where we're going to end today. Make sure you click on the video on the screen now. It should be the next episode if it's out already. If not, it will be a video that you will enjoy. I guarantee it. Thanks for watching, and I will catch you next time. Take care.